I am Jacob Willoughby.
And I'm Jacob Lenhart.
And we're here for Geek Reformation. We are about to do our very first tournament bracket, where we take a group of characters, we put them in a bracket, and they battle it out trying to incapacitate one. Incapacitate? That's not even a word. Incapacitate.
Yes.
They're trying to beat the other one up.
All right, so for the first one, we decided that we were going to do Disney Dudes, was essentially Disney male protagonists or side characters. I can't remember. It's like dotagonists, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like a protagonist would be Simba from The Lion King, whereas a secondary character would be Merlin from The Sword and the Stone. That kind of character.
Right. And we decided for this one that because it's Disney and there's a lot of different stuff we could do, we are not doing anything live action to whittle it down.
Right.
We are not doing anything with Marvel, Star Wars, or Indiana Jones, or any of those such things. The only thing that is strictly not Disney that we're going to be adding, or at least not originally Disney, is Pixar.
Right.
Because if different things like from Once Upon a Time, they've already integrated a lot of Pixar in with Disney.
Right. So we've got some ground rules going into the bracket, and is that these fights that these characters will do are not to the death. Each character is simply trying to incapacitate the other one, and they know going into it that that's what they're trying to do. So neither of them surprised. If two of them meet, they are going to try and incapacitate each other.
We also established that they are bound by the limitations of the movie or primary source that they're in.
Right.
So, for instance, Simba is bound by The Lion King 1 and 2. Aladdin and Genie or whoever would be bound by the 3 Aladdin movies. We will not be using like the Aladdin TV show or the Hercules TV show.
Right.
The only difference is if we bring any characters in who are strictly TV shows only, like any of the characters from Gargoyles or Bonkers or any of those.
I still don't even know what Bonkers is, man.
Bonkers. I remember. I didn't really watch it, but it was a cool little show. It was he's like this cat character. Is a detective. Who's like a security officer at like a movie set or whatever. And so it was interesting. We had Toon Disney growing up, and so we saw Bonkers and some of those other weird, like Lloyd in Space.
I never saw Lloyd in
Recess.
Space. I saw Doug. Recess.
Recess was good. Yeah, Doug.
Doug is not in the he would get killed. He's not.
Was Doug Disney?
Yeah, Doug was Disney.
Which one was Nickelodeon?
Hey Arnold.
Okay.
Hey Arnold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slightly different shaped head. Each of us have created a bracket of 20 different characters. We are then going to cross-reference these characters with each other, whittle it down to 16 participants, and then we are going to put those 16 into a randomized bracket, which you can find on geekreformation.com under the Toy Box tab. The other rule is that each fight will take place on a Final Destination from Smash Brothers type stage, so as to be as close as we can get to a completely neutral field. One
thing we didn't go over is I'm assuming we're thinking Final Destination, but as like a 3-dimensional space. Because Smash Brothers is still 2 dimensions. You can only go sideways, X, Y coordinates, but we're assuming 3 dimensions.
Yes, you can move in 3 dimensions.
Okay.
That
would make things a little different.
Okay. So now we're going to go through our list of 20 characters and see which ones match up and see which ones don't and see what happens. Trying to get our list of 16. Lenhart, would you like to go first with your first character?
Okay. First one I've got is Aladdin.
No! I'm kidding. No, I have Aladdin too. All right, so that is one participant that we have. The Street Rat.
All right.
Is our very first
are we gonna do
participant.
Are we going to try and do like boxing names before each match?
Boxing, we should definitely come up with boxing names for each one.
The Street Rat in this corner, taking 8 shades of colors to draw. I don't know.
Weighing 102 pounds, 103 if he's eaten today. Yeah, that'd be great.
Speaking of all the colors of the wind, I actually had on here John Smith.
See, I had John Smith, and I actually removed John Smith for Shang from Mulan.
See, I also had Shang from Mulan.
You also had Shang from Mulan?
But I also had John Smith.
Okay, well, we both have Shang, so should we go ahead and include Shang?
Yeah, we can go ahead and
include Shang is the general from Mulan.
He's also has
that amazing song.
Be a man with all the strength of a bird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually think John Smith would be a good one. He's got the musket. He's an adventurer. I think
he's got one shot. And then...
Well, I mean, it's still, I mean, some muskets, gunpowder. He's
right.
He's one of the people who helped colonize the New World and stuff like that, and did not marry Pocahontas, despite what some people.
He might have.
No.
He might have.
Even in Pocahontas 2, he doesn't marry. John Rolfe marries Pocahontas.
I do not adhere that Pocahontas 2
we
is
agreed.
canon.
We agreed about the primary sources of the movies. I even asked you about Aladdin 2 and 3.
That's true.
Pocahontas 2 is in. Now, if we want to talk about Hunchback of Notre Dame, I am willing to omit Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. The first one wasn't even like the book anyway. There shouldn't have even been a sequel.
Yeah, the first one didn't really end in a good place for a sequel. But okay, so let's confirm Shang as our second one. Let's take John Smith, set him aside.
Put him aside for now.
Just like Disney did.
Okay.
And we'll come back to it.
One of the characters, I was actually kind of surprised I thought of this, and I'm very pumped to have him in here.
Okay, who is it?
Stitch.
I thought of Stitch too.
626.
626.
Yes.
If you are unfamiliar with Stitch, he's a beast, and if you don't know who Stitch is, then you need to stop listening to this right now and go watch the movie.
Go watch Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, you need to do that.
But not really. Okay, this is kind of a question that kind of pertains to this. So there was Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the TV show Lilo and Stitch.
Right.
Then there was Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. Then there was Leroy and Stitch.
Stitch.
But Leroy and Stitch was a movie heavily based off of the TV show. We say we are not including TV shows like Aladdin and stuff like that. So would we include Stitch 1 and Stitch 2, but then not Leroy and Stitch and not the TV show?
I would keep Leroy and Stitch. I mean, it's one of the movies. I think the second Aladdin movie was greatly based on the show.
Did it come out before or after the show?
I think it came out after the show because they had a different guy playing.
Yeah, they had a different guy playing.
They didn't have Robin Williams. They had a guy from The Simpsons doing it.
Okay, so then we'll keep the 3 Lilo and Stitch movies, but not the TV show.
Okay, so far we have Aladdin, Shang, and Stitch as our participants so far. 13 more to go. Can I have a turn?
Yes,
far as saying
turn.
Okay. I would suggest Robin Hood.
I too
Robin
had
Hood.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. Okay.
Robin Hood the Fox from
Robin Hood the Fox.
Disney's animated.
I was actually thinking Kevin Costner.
Oh, then no.
Okay, yeah. We'll go with the Fox. Robin Hood the Fox. There we go. Okay, that's 4. You can take a turn now.
Okay.
John Smith is still waiting in the wings.
Kind of to introduce the idea of doing one that is TV show only.
Okay.
I am interested in adding Darkwing Duck.
Oh,
I really think that we need
Darkwing Duck.
We need to get dangerous.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Even if he doesn't win, I want a character voiced by Jim Cummings in this.
Okay. If we include Darkwing Duck, can we include Air Bud?
No, Air Bud is not animated.
Fine. Okay. I'm okay with...
If we do a live action Disney character thing, then we'll talk about Air Bud.
Okay. I'm okay with Darkwing Duck. We can include Darkwing Duck. Okay, so that makes 5.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, I was thinking of Hercules.
2 had Hercules.
Okay, Hercules is an easy 6th one. Sorry, John Smith, your odds get lower and lower.
There's still time.
There's still time.
So one that I'm not sure whether not to include him, so we might put him back on there. But he's I've actually kind of gone out of order on my list, but he's actually 3rd on my list. Just got thinking about him. Was I had Quasimodo from just because I think that'd be interesting because he before when we were talking about this, we said about the fighting. I thought no about him because I'm like he's not going to kill anybody because there's even the part of the movie I think where he can kill Frollo and he doesn't.
He doesn't.
So I thought like he doesn't have that. But I think if the whole thing's just incapacitation, he has a better chance. So I'm not sure. Do we have like an alternate list?
I made an alternate list. It has Air Bud on it. No. Okay. So John Smith is in the alternate list. I will add Quasimodo to it, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am thinking Simba.
Yeah, you have
grown Simba. Not Jonathan Taylor Thomas Simba, but grown Simba. Is Simba agreed?
Yeah, we can do.
Cool.
We can do Simba.
That makes 7. We're almost halfway there.
Okay. I think another one is Beast.
Beast, absolutely Beast.
Because he is literally a beast.
A beast. He's literally a beast. He will be the belle of the ball. Yeah.
You did that.
I did that. I did it.
Okay.
That's right. Okay, my turn. Number 9, I would recommend for you Maui from the new movie Moana.
My only thing about Maui is I actually haven't seen Moana.
You haven't seen Moana yet?
No, but I mean, it's voiced by The Rock. So
He's voiced by The Rock. He's basically the Polynesian equivalent to Hercules for all practical purposes. He's a Polynesian demigod.
I don't know. My only thing is I don't know really anything about it because I haven't seen the movie.
Well, then we gotta go see the movie.
Fine research.
Do we want to include him as the 9th, or do we want to move him over to the?
Let's move him on the alternate list.
Okay.
I think he's probably a better candidate than Quasimodo or John Smith. I haven't seen it yet.
If The Rock is listening, I voted for you. Okay.
If The Rock is listening, he is more than welcome to come to my home and tell me himself.
If The Rock is listening, he needs more stuff to do.
I'm sure there's a better use of his time.
Okay, your turn, Lenart.
Okay. Okay, another one we kind of glanced over, but we touched on it with Shane. I had Mushu.
Mushu?
From Mulan.
See, I thought about including Mushu, but...
The Family Guardian?
Yeah, no. He's... I got to 20, and I just didn't have any room. Like, I got to my 20, and that was it, and I left Mushu out of it.
But it's Eddie Murphy.
It is Eddie Murphy. Maybe I'm a little racist. No, it is Eddie Murphy. I would say to put Mushu in the alternate list.
All right, we can put him in the alternate list for now.
You're gonna have to pick Mushu, Quasimodo, or John Smith. You can't have all of them.
I'm still a bit bitter about Disney's handling of Hunchback of Notre Dame, so I'm more than willing to just.
I love the movie. Love the movie. Never read the book. Love the movie.
If you take the effort to read the book, you will then hate
the movie. My turn. Mr. Incredible.
I had him on the list, and I
you gotta include Mr. Incredible.
I think so, because he's really, I feel like, the only person from any of the Pixar movies who can really represent, because obviously you can't have Woody or Buzz, because they're toys.
Buzz is on my list. You can't have Buzz.
You can't have Buzz.
Like from the TV show Buzz, man, he's a space ranger.
Okay, hold on. A TV show Buzz is totally different.
Yeah.
So are we talking about movie Buzz or TV show Buzz? TV show Buzz, he's an actual space ranger.
Movie Buzz would just get stepped on by any of the other participants, and that would be it. Which is kind of cool.
Yes.
I would say TV show Buzz Lightyear, the actual space ranger, is what I was thinking. We completely sidetracked from who we were talking about.
Who were we talking
about? Mr. Incredible. We were talking about Mr. Incredible.
Okay. Are we talking about like younger Mr. Incredible when he was in shape, or older Mr. Incredible after he's married, he's had a couple kids and gotten a gut?
I'm talking like the red suit Mr. Incredible. He's gotten back into shape after being out of shape, but he's not in his
him towards the end of the movie.
Him towards the end of the movie, right?
Okay. Yeah, I could do Mr. Incredible.
You gotta give me Mr. Incredible.
Fine, I'll give you Mr. Incredible. Oh, you gave me John Smith or anything like
okay, that. Mr. Incredible can't even be compared to John Smith. They're both white and blonde, and that's the only thing they have in common.
Okay, another character I had was Olaf from Frozen.
What? You can't include Olaf in a fight.
Why not?
Thing, because
he's a sentient snowman.
Yeah. And they just blow him off the stage?
No, he's a sentient. He's a sentient. You punch him, you go right through his stomach, and he's still going. Yeah.
Couldn't you just hug him, and your body heat would just melt him?
It'll depend on who you are. I mean,
any of these people.
Okay, but if you were against Buzz Lightyear in space, he'd be awesome because he's already cold.
Buzz Lightyear has a laser.
that's all the truth. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Cut him in half, and then he's a snowman. So you cut him in half, you go right back together.
Yeah, but you only cut him in half so many times. Like you eventually, like the laser would melt him.
He's fall back to he's a sentient snowman.
Can we put him in? Can we put him in the waiting list?
Fine, yeah, put him right underneath the dragon you don't want in.
Okay, Mushu is barely a dragon. Mushu is barely a lizard. I just remember
he was entrusted to protect the Han family. Well, he wasn't entrusted. He was entrusted to go get the Great Stone Dragon. Who was then entrusted to go
exactly. Okay, my turn. Tarzan.
Yeah, I mean
Tarzan.
Again, movie, not TV show.
Right. Okay, that makes 10. We only have 6 more to go.
Okay, Peter Pan.
I have Peter Pan. I actually did not think that our lists would vary as much as they have.
Really, as far as like male protagonists like this, even you realize certain ones. Like for instance, I don't think either one of us have any of the characters from Winnie the Pooh on here.
No. Not even the balloon.
Although I think Tigger could hypothetically rock this competition. But it's just like also like you're not gonna use anyone from Toy Story. You're not gonna use anyone from Cars. You're not gonna use.
Hey, Buzz Lightyear.
We're not using Toy Story Buzz Lightyear. We're using Buzz Lightyear's Space. Star Command.
Star Command.
It was Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
That's true. It's not technically
the same one as Toy Story.
Yeah, that's true.
We're also not counting video games because we're counting like Disney video games and like that. Then I bring up Sora.
That's true. We're not counting the video games. Is it my turn to suggest somebody?
Yes.
Peter Pan just got knocked off the list. Tarzan's off the list. Okay. Sully from Monsters Inc. He is a big roaring monster.
Yeah, I think Sully could be good.
You think Sully could be good?
I've seen Monsters Incorporated, so I also know that he's not the most ferocious monster in the corporation.
This is coming from the guy who wanted Olaf to be in the competition.
Sentient snowman. What part of that sentence does not sound cool?
No, I didn't say it doesn't sound cool. I'm just saying, like, man, you can't have Olaf and not have... You didn't... Yeah, Maui is awaiting in the wings, but you wanted Olaf.
I haven't seen the movie. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, Phoebus.
Phoebus is a good one.
Another white blonde.
White blonde. We're gonna have to stop this. We can't have this many. I don't know, man.
He's a knight. Granted,
That's true.
Granted, he's French, but he's still a knight.
Okay. If we put Phoebus into it, will you give up on Quasimodo?
Yes. I'm giving up on Quasimodo regardless.
Okay. So Quasimodo is out, and Phoebus...
He hardly talks in the book.
Phoebus?
No, Quasimodo.
Oh. Gotcha. All right, we need 13, 14, 15, and 16 for more remaining.
It is
my turn. I was going to suggest Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph.
Ooh, I totally forgot about Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay,
yeah,
so
definitely.
Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph.
I totally forgot about that one. Dang, if I knew I could have gotten like Pac-Man or Sonic the Hedgehog in here.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Your turn. Number 14.
Okay. Genie.
Ooh.
From Aladdin.
Yeah, I'm game for Genie. I mean, I had Genie on my list. Yeah, I'm game for Genie. We are a go for Genie. All right, we are on number 15. David Bowie. Say no. Come on, I dare you to say no.
Wait, what movie?
Just him.
Because of my appreciation for the Labyrinth film, I can't say no to David Bowie. So why don't we at least just put him on the alternate list?
Okay, we'll put him on the alternate list. Okay, David Bowie.
But put him. I take it back.
List.
Put David Bowie above John Smith.
Okay, John Smith. David Bowie above John Smith. There we go. Your turn.
Okay.
Keep it together.
Okay. Okay, looking through my list. Someone I'm pretty sure we both got. We've already allowed Darkwing Duck, so I think TV shows were good. Goliath from Gargoyles.
Ooh, Goliath. I had Goliath from Gargoyles. Keith David, one of my biggest and most favorite characters ever. Absolutely Goliath.
Yeah. So that's 15.
That is 15. So we have 16. Should we go through the ones that we have remaining on our respective lists and then go through the ones waiting in the wings?
Yeah, let's just go through and see which ones we can. So, I think the only one off of my list who hasn't gotten brought up yet is Frozone from Incredibles.
Ooh, Frozone's a good one.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
Put it away!
Where?
Why do you need to know?
I need it!
Don't you think about running off to doing no daring do? We've been planning this dinner for 2 months.
The public is in danger!
My evening's in danger.
You tell me where my suit is, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good? I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
The only 2 from my list that haven't gotten brought... 3 from my list that haven't gotten brought... 4 from my list that haven't gotten brought up yet. You've been hogging this whole thing. You can't look at my paper. What are you doing? Would be Kenai from Brother Bear in his bear form. Baymax in his suit from Big Hero 6.
Another one I haven't seen. I haven't gotten.
You haven't seen Big Hero 6?
I haven't gotten to see Big Hero 6 yet.
Get with it, dude. It was amazing. Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia when he actually has the hat on. Yeah, see, that would be a good one.
That would be a good one.
Merlin from The Sword and the Stone. And that is it. Yeah, those are the 4.
Oh golly.
Yeah. So like I said, I had a lot of good ones. And then waiting in the wings, we still have John Smith, Maui, Mushu, Olaf, David Bowie, Buzz Lightyear, and Sully from Monsters
Okay,
Inc.
all right. Cross out John. Cross out John.
Cross
Smith.
out John Smith.
Cross
Thank
out
goodness.
Mushu.
Thank you so much.
Cross out Olaf.
Yes.
We're keeping David Bowie.
David Bowie. He might be the 16th. He might be the 16th. Okay, I'm willing to take out Sully.
I think with the people we have, I don't think Sully would actually. Weird since he's from Monster Incorporated. I don't think he'd actually be ferocious enough for the
I don't think.
competition.
Yeah, he's got too much of a laid back
And
personality. One of the things with Sorcerer Mickey is that while Disney's done other stuff with him since then, in Fantasia he's really just a bumbling kid with the hat on. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing. Should have put Yen Sid from here, the guy that actually owns the hat. He would have been a much more.
I feel like putting Yen Sid in a Disney thing might almost be like putting Goku in like a manga competition, because Goku's like so overpowered.
That's
that,
true.
Like, he's going to win most. And Yen Sid is pretty much
Because according to our Disney theory, Yen Sid kind of is responsible for everything. Well, Mickey's responsible for everything, but
yes. And then on our Disney theory about how all Disney and Pixar movies are joined in one universe, and we've broken it down by ages and put the movies kind of in a chronological order. That is something we'll get into later.
Exactly. We kind of took the Pixar theory that one famous guy had, and then just kind of like...
We found out that it wasn't just Pixar, it was all Disney.
It's all Disney.
Yep.
So...
Okay,
so let's
I guess,
Sorcerer.
Even though he's more iconic, yeah, I think you're right.
That leaves Merlin, Maui, David Bowie, and Buzz and Baymax.
We already agreed on Buzz. Buzz Lightyear.
I didn't think we'd agreed on Buzz.
I thought we did.
I thought we put him in the wing.
Oh.
See, personally, if I had to choose between Buzz and Maui, I would probably choose Maui because he's more in the vein of like a Mr. Incredible and a Hercules, but he's also voiced by The Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just from what I've seen of the trailers and stuff like that, from what I know about Maui,
yeah,
he does seem more like a Hercules type character, and so he does seem like he would fit in better.
He would fit in this bracket like a glove.
So yeah, I feel like we just need to put Maui in there, and then I need to hope that Moana comes out on DVD before he comes up, so I can watch it before we talk about it.
I thought so.
That's right. And you know what? Because Moana is the most recent of the Disney films, the more that we say Moana, the more that we can tag Moana in this podcast. And then people will search for Moana and find us talking about Moana in this podcast.
And that's how we do marketing.
That's how we do marketing. All right, so our bracket is complete at 16 with Maui being the final entry.
Well, here's my thing. I think...
Shoot, we left out David Bowie.
We need 17.
We need 17. Okay. I think we leave out David Bowie, but it's on the understanding that he would have won the entire thing.
He would have just won.
He would have won the entire thing. Okay.
I mean, he's the Goblin King.
He's the Goblin
He
King.
has dance magic. You can't really fight.
You can't fight dance magic.
And if we had David Bowie in our bracket, I felt we would have been compelled to make some sort of music video or something like that.
Yeah, some sort of bad.
You know the rule. You can't have David Bowie in a movie and then not use David Bowie.
Exactly. Yep. Okay, what were you going to say, or should we go through the final 16?
I feel like we still got a couple, I think. Because who are some of the... You brought up Betamax.
The only two that are really left are Baymax and Merlin. Are the only two that I talked about.
See, I think Merlin might actually be a good one to put in.
Merlin would be a really good one,
So
but who would we take out?
That's what I'm thinking. Is I don't know about Baymax. From what I understand, again, I think he's kind of like Sully. He could be really strong, but he's not ferocious enough for the competition. Merlin, however, he does have the Wizard's Duel.
That's true.
In that. So I think he'd be a good one to put in, but I think we need to go through the list again and see if there's someone who we think Merlin would be more ferocious, I guess, than that person, and swap him out.
All right, so here are the 16 that we have so far. We have Aladdin, Shang, Stitch, Robin Hood, Darkwing Duck, Hercules, Simba, Beast, Mr. Incredible, Tarzan, Peter Pan, Phoebus, Ralph, Genie, Goliath, and Maui.
Okay, so the two that stand out to me that we could probably take out is I feel like we could take out Robin Hood, or we could take out Peter Pan.
Well, see, Peter Pan actually stood out to me more as far as keeping him than Aladdin did. Because Aladdin really doesn't do a ton of fighting. He's more of a street rat thief type person, whereas Peter Pan does duel Captain Hook. He actually...
I guess the thing about Peter...
Plus he flies.
Well, that's true. But the thing about Aladdin, though, is that his whole thing is like he fights Jafar, and he doesn't beat or incapacitate Jafar in physical means. He does it because he kind of outsmarts him.
Right.
So
which would be very hard to do on a Final Destination.
It would be hard to do, but the thing is, his whole thing is like in his movie, he beats the villain essentially by incapacitating the villain. Which I guess is a different thing. I think maybe Robin Hood, because Robin Hood's thing isn't necessarily being much of a... He's a good fighter, he's a good marksman, but even his thing is being more of the thief and like the competition shooting. And I think if it comes down to it, Merlin probably has more to offer the competition than Robin Hood does.
Well, see, I would say that Robin Hood has more to offer than Aladdin does, because they're very similar, but Robin Hood does have the bow and arrow. Then
again, in the other two Aladdin movies, Return of Jafar and Prince of Thieves.
King of Thieves.
King of Thieves. Yeah, he does like sword fighting stuff, doesn't he? Like he can actually fight and do other stuff.
He can fight. He does fight that one guy at the end of King of Thieves, I think.
Yeah, I know what he looks like. He's got like gray skin, the weird mustache.
Yeah, he's got he kills the shark at one point.
Yeah, it's like he can't actually. That's it. But then again, well, then Robin Hood and the thing he fights.
He sword fights.
He's got the fight with the sword.
Yeah,
Sheriff of Nottingham. Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, it is a hard one. See, this is the kind of situation where we've got to get it down to 16 and. We've got to eliminate.
So then are we essentially saying we're either taking out Aladdin
or
Peter Pan?
Right.
Oh, wait, or no, we're keeping Peter Pan. Robin Hood.
You're right. Robin Hood or Aladdin. I see a lot of homeschoolers are going to be ticked if we remove Robin Hood.
Why are the homeschoolers going to be ticked?
Because they idolize Robin Hood for some. I don't know. But they do. Wait,
do they idolize Robin Hood or do they idolize Disney's Robin Hood? Because Disney's Robin Hood...
No, they idolize Robin Hood. The whole steal from the rich, give to the poor. Yeah.
That's actually not what Robin Hood was doing, though, because John didn't have the right to do that. He was actually taking back what belonged to them.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing that they...
I just want to make sure we're not talking about socialism here. We're talking about taxation.
Right, yeah. The fact that he was returning it to people
it
had been taken from. Yeah, they love that part.
While I hate to say it because I grew up watching the movie and I like him so much, I think Aladdin might need to go.
I love Aladdin too, but as a fighter, Merlin is probably
we've
more
got
of a
Genie. So I feel like
Aladdin is represented.
It's represented. I just feel like Aladdin might not be the best person to represent Aladdin.
Looking at the other people in the competition, I have a feeling he'd be knocked out pretty quickly. Aladdin would be.
See if I'm not using a video game where you can throw apples.
Because that would change everything.
It would.
Maui could not get past the apples.
Hey, have you ever gotten hit with an apple thrown really, really hard? Those things are dense.
No, that's true. That's
Granted, just to clarify, I haven't gotten an apple thrown at me either, but I can imagine it would hurt.
I would imagine it'd be pretty dense. Okay, so we have removed Aladdin and have included Merlin.
Okay, so just for clarity, read again from the top of the 16 we've got.
Right. We have Merlin, Shang, Stitch, Robin Hood, Darkwing Duck, Hercules, the grown-up Simba, Beast, Mr. Incredible, Tarzan, Peter Pan, Phoebus, Ralph, Genie, Goliath, and Maui from Moana, the new Disney film.
All right, I think that sounds good. So that's where we're going to put them into the bracket generator. We're going to find out whose our first is.
Right.
And then we will start discussing that in the next episode.
Right, so yeah, we're going to take all these names, we're going to put them into a random bracket generator. It'll match them up, so it could be Darkwing Duck versus Maui, or Goliath versus Beast, which would be awesome, something like that. And then we will take them one at a time through the following podcasts, and we will see what happens. We will always have a third guest with us who will be there for tiebreakers and to be able to add into the conversation. But yeah, so now we have the official first 16 of our Disney Dudes bracket. If you guys want to see the bracket, you can go to geekreformation.com and look under the Toy Box tab. There you'll find the brackets, and you can examine the Disney Dude bracket for yourself. Print one off, fill it out the way you think it'll go, and then get mad at us when it doesn't go that way.
You can also like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
And YouTube. Yeah.
And YouTube as well. And also, if there's anyone you think we forgot, we didn't mention them, we didn't input them in here, or you think that we made a mistake or didn't think about something because we didn't add them, if you think we should have kept Aladdin, or maybe even, I don't know, John Smith or Mushu.
If you think that David Bowie should have been included and won the entire thing,
that's kind of a loaded question, though.
He would have won the entire thing.
He would have. Yeah, let's just be honest. All right, so anyway. So if you have any comments, just comment below and like and share.
This is the Jacobs from Geek Reformation, signing off.
See ya.